Hey, welcome to this episode of Talk Shit and Laugh. My name is Sarah Walton, and I'm here with one of my very bestest, Michele Wang. And we're here really to talk about our 25-year friendship. So stick around because we know women in their 50s need a little bit of extra love and friendship, and we are here to become your new favorite podcast. So welcome. Hey, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Michele, and we're here to talk shit
and laugh. Okay.
Oh my God, we're here.
We're doing this.
We're doing it.
Oh my God, there's microphones in our faces and it's happening. Oh my God, Michele.
I can't believe that we've known each other for 25 years. When you said that just now, I had a little heart palpitation. 25 years.
Yeah. What in the actual hell does that mean? And how can I have anything that's 25? It's like when I find out, people who were born in 2004 can drink. I'm like, what?
Stop. Okay.
It's like 2005. What do you mean they can drink? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Rude. Okay, so gosh, where were we? We decided we've been friends for 25 years. Yeah. So there's a lot of stories we're going to be talking about and telling, but I would love to hear your perception of why the hell our two butts are in this seat having this conversation right now. Like, what the hell happened that we're here and people are tuning in to find out about friendship in your 50s?
God. Well, I think we're part of a larger girl group, shall we say, woman circle of friends.
A gaggle of geese. Yes, no, we are women. Last I checked. Yes,
and out of this group, we're so different, all five of us.
Yeah, very.
But I feel like the two of us are the most similar and the most different.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Between the five of us. And one of the things we have in common is we are, I think, the most entrepreneurial.
I think that's right.
Out of the five. And so I just think what we've ended up doing in our lives has really brought us to this point. This just made sense.
I would agree.
This podcast for the two of us just made sense.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were in Savannah and we came up with this?
Oh my God. We were, because you and I are the crazies of the group. Of the five of us, you and I are like, where's the gym? Give me my creatine. What are we drinking? Who's eating shit? Like, what are we doing? And because God forbid we freaking sit still and like just eat crap like we should. So we were on our way to the gym and we got lost.
Yep. It literally is like, it was one turn. So we were there with our friends, right? We were there with three other women. And we're like, we're going to the gym.
Yeah.
And we borrow our friend's car. We put it into Google Maps.
We did.
Like normal people.
Send us here. We don't know where we are.
It was literally one turn. And I got lost.
And you missed it.
I missed the turn. Anyway, so we had a much longer car ride. That's the point of this. We had a much longer car ride than we expected. And you kept calling us Sass and Frass.
I did.
You're like, look at us, Sass and Frass.
Sass and Frass are at it again. And you would just start laughing. And then I think it was you. You're like, we should have a podcast. And I'm like, we really should.
Yeah.
And it was also one, that was just funny, right? And it was once we finally found the gym, I think I did my celebratory Sass and Frass. Like we made it to the gym. What was it, like a Crunch Fitness or something? And we're like, we're going to pay our $5 and go work out and lift heavy shit and yay. And then you were like, Sass and Frass.
Yeah.
Sass and Frass.
I was like, I think we're onto something. Yeah.
Yeah. We just kept rolling it around.
And then, of course, we debated who would be Sass and who would be Frass.
Yes.
For like 10 minutes. I don't even remember what we ended up with.
I think I was Sass. I mean.
You were, absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on. Yeah. And then you talked about this incredible YouTube video by a woman named Amy Brown, correct? Amy Brown.
Yep.
And it was heartbreaking. It was this entire conversation about the alpha females and like friend groups. And I think, wasn't the title of the video something like, I'll never have a best friend again or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, okay, well, let me back up. Yes, like this video popped up on my YouTube recommended feed. And, because Sarah and our friends talk so often on Polo, and we're all pretty much about 50 now. The title of this video that popped up was like, I'm 50 and I'll never have a best friend again.
That's right. You're right.
And I thought, what? And so of course I had to watch the video and it was sad. I made Sarah watch it. it was so sad. It really broke my heart because I often think about how lucky I am to have the friends that I have, to be able to have the conversations that we have.
Mhm.
We use Marco Polo.
Mhm.
Great app. Great app.
Awesome.
Highly recommend.
Love. Yep.
Highly recommend. And I just made you watch it
You did.
yesterday.
And it made me sad. But I do think that's the majority of people's experiences. And it was like, well, then let's invite everybody into our conversations so people don't feel like that. Like, that's crazy. There are really great women out here who are incredible friends. And we can hang out and talk about everything from we could never have sex again and not care sometimes. Or, all the things that our bodies are going through, lifting weights, dieting, the shit we were told when we were younger. Yeah. All the things, the whole spectrum of stuff is welcome.
Yeah. Everything. It's like my daily therapy, chatting with you guys,
Yeah, it is. It is.
But yeah, so this YouTube video, Amy Brown, check her out. She talks about this dynamic within female groups where one ends up becoming that alpha female and they become kind of like a Mean Girls situation. Mm-hmm. And I was so fascinated. I've never been in a group like that. I don't even think I've ever seen anything like that. I can imagine it, right?
Yeah.
We've seen depictions of it in movies, and TV shows, whatever. But I've never been involved in something like that. And you said you've...
Oh, I've seen it. There's actually in my little hometown where I live in Jersey now, there is one woman who is the alpha. And it is fascinating to watch. I'm not part of that group, right? I've been in and out, all the parents who know each other because of sports, that kind of stuff. But watching this woman and the other women and watching people kowtow to her and like have to be in good graces, which is really what Amy Brown was describing in that video. It's shocking. I'm like, what is happening? What is this sociological study going on in front of me? And it made me really sad. I don't think that we want to perpetuate that, and I mean, please, I could do an entire podcast on just the patriarchy, but this idea that if you can divide women against each other, they're a lot easier to control. And so to watch that happen real time is really upsetting.
Yeah.
And
woman on woman crime.
It's horrible. Yeah. It's horrible. And it's just ridiculous. And I will say that's something I really love about our friend group is we don't do that. We'll get annoyed with each other. We've all had our own individual things because we're people.
Yeah.
But there's never been that. There's never been.
No.
But I said.
Yeah.
And you made me mad. So you're out of the group. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
And I don't think any of us even think to talk behind each other's backs. There's like, I don't know, there's nothing to say.
No.
But, about each other.
We all talk about everything.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Everything's out on the table. And I think, again, like I thought, sure, that happens in high school. Sure, that happens in college or whatever. So by the time you're 50, right,
aren't we done with this?
We've worked all this out. And then to see these videos. And of course, you click on a video in YouTube. Now I'm being recommended all of these. I'm 50.
All of them.
And I'll never have a friend again, or I'm 50 and I'm lonely, or I'm 50 and I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Because I value my friendships
so much
and the relationships that I built in my life so much that, I mean, we felt like we needed to create this podcast for all those women out there who just need a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we literally are here to just talk shit and laugh.
Yeah. All right. So so someone's tuning in. They're like, I'm one of those women. I haven't had nice friends. Let's talk a little bit about who the hell we are.
Sure.
Right. And why the two of us, because I think you hit on something really interesting. I think we're the most alike of the five of our really tight friend group, but we're also the most different. So let's go through that list really quickly so that you guys know who's who. So I was raised in Salt Lake City, but my dad lived in LA. You now live in Vegas, which is in between those two cities. You were raised in Jersey. I now live in Jersey. What?
Oh my God. I never thought about that.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is wild.
You're married.
Yeah.
I'm divorced.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I have kids. You don't have kids.
No.
What the? Like, we're so like...
Yeah.
We just fit. It's just a really cool thing. So hopefully we'll provide a well-rounded conversation for people to listen into and find out what female friendships can be like.
We're like two sides of the same coin. Yeah. And I will say, when I first met you, now I met you through one of our girl group friends, Laura, who
Yes.
I've now known for like 30 years. And she's born and bred Nebraska.
Yep.
And so for me, I am Chinese, born here. So I'm Chinese American. And all the people that I've gravitated towards, either in high school, most definitely in college, are all, first gen, kids born of parents who immigrated here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was always my experience. That is like what informed me, who I am, my beliefs, all those. That was like the common thread. And so when I met Laura, and I met her through work, here she was. She's tall. She's really tall.
She's like Taylor Swift tall.
Yeah, like very statuesque.
Yeah.
Born and bred Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
So I was fascinated.
You're like, what is this magic?
Yeah, I was like, she's so, like, she was like the American flag. She was like Americana.
The American flag? Yeah, okay.
Americana to me.
Yeah.
She baked. She would bring cupcakes in. I was like,
you're like, what is happening?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That didn't happen in my household or with any of my other friends. So anyway, I meet you through Laura, and I was like, there's more.
Two of them.
There's more. Oh my God. And then you were like, yep, you
ex-Mormon.
Ex-Mormon. And I was like, what?
You're like, I thought that was only on TV.
I was like, please tell me more. I mean, I was so intrigued.
Yeah.
I was so intrigued because this was not my reality.
Uh-huh.
And so I was like, I need to get to know her better. Because I'm like, I want to hear about her experience. What is that experience like?
Yeah.
Which is so, again, polar opposite
different.
from mine.
Yeah. Well, you just reminded me of two things simultaneously. One, you are so good at really diving into what it is to walk in someone else's shoes. I think that is one of your biggest talents, is you'll really get in there with someone and be like, tell me about that. And you're so good at it.
Well, I
love that about you.
I find that endlessly fascinating.
Yeah.
I do find, I think I simultaneously both love and hate people. But I am like endlessly fascinated by people's experience, their life experience, and what has brought them to where they are, when I meet them,
right?
When I talk to them, yeah.
Yeah, you're good at that. You're really good at that. I think that's something, I've always like really admired about you and tried to emulate. I think you're really good at it.
Oh, hey.
You're welcome. And then the second thing you just reminded me of is when I first moved so I was raised in Salt Lake City. I went to UCLA. I graduated from UCLA. I was the first woman in my family to go to college. I have 65 cousins, so that's saying something. Small Mormon family of 1 million. Anyway, and so I, after I graduated from UCLA, I lived in France for 2 years. I built houses for the homeless and worked with children with learning disabilities. So I can speak fluent French, but I read like maybe a 5-year-old. Anyway, when I came back to the States, I moved to New York City, right? So I feel like I'm all worldly now. I'm not like everyone else I grew up with. I'm like, I went to UCLA. I went to France for 20 minutes. I'm like all worldly. And it was my very first apartment in Hell's Kitchen. And there was the toilet, something flooded. I don't remember. Some dude was in my apartment fixing something. The apartment that was, the size of this chair. Mm-hmm. And I had just made cookies. And I go, do you want some? And he goes, you're not from here, are you? I was just like, excuse me, ma'am, your Utah is showing. I was like, no, I remember that well. And Laura is the epitome of that. I think the first time I was ever at Laura's apartment, she sent out an email, because we're that old. She sent out an email that said something like, I found a new recipe for baked brie, and I'd like for you to all come over and sample it. I'll see you at 9, the end. And I was like, who is this person? Like, what is happening right now? And so we all crowded into her little tiny apartment and God. Like ate brie like this, but she's just like that. We have that. And she's just, I never put that together, that was what it was for you. Like, ooh,
yeah,
white Americans who are crazy. Give me more of this.
Yeah, and another friend in our group is like that too, a little bit. Little bit, SJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like that too. She has a real like mama hen.
Yes.
vibe to her.
Uh-huh.
Her mom is fantastic. I
Oh
mean,
my
her mom
God.
is she is like the sitcom version of a mom.
She really is. She really is.
Yeah, she's like perfection.
She's the one we all wish we, well, I'll speak for myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love me a Gigi in my life. That's what we call her.
Gigi. She's the best.
She's
the best.
Yeah. And Sarah Jane's from the middle too.
She's from the middle, yeah.
And then we have Amy, who also from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Amy and I have more similar backgrounds.
You do. I think that's right. I think that's right.
Yeah. Because we're both from that tri-state area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we're hoping that our different but very similar way of going through life, right, is something that we can bring this conversation so everybody feels included. Any woman listening will be like, I relate to that piece or that piece or that piece, but there might just be pieces of it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I think that's right.
I hope so. I mean, I really hope to like keep you guys company, like, because I feel like there's a lot of loneliness out there.
For sure.
And yeah, let's alleviate that.
Agreed.
Let's alleviate that.
Yeah.
When did we meet? How did we meet?
Oh, heavens to Betsy. You guys, I was scared of you. I was scared because dude, you have the best New York City stories. And here I was, little girl from Sandy, Utah.
Oh my God.
Hello.
My New York City stories.
Oh my God, you were so great. So we met at an engagement party for Laura. And we were in the back of a restaurant, which was so rare in New York City. I want to say.
Oh yeah, it was like outdoor.
We were outdoors. It was like a brunchy Sunday thing.
Yep, in Chelsea.
In Chelsea, that's right. That's right. And we were under a canopy and there were flowers. It was amazing. We should go back there. I don't know where the hell we were, but it was great. I remember mimosas. Yeah. And then I don't remember much else after that. And croissants, I feel like. Anyway, so I think you were like 2 or 3 minutes later than me, or I was late, which is probably more accurate. One of us was late. It was probably me. But I just remember it was clear when you walked in the room. It was like, oh, Michelle's here. And it was like Michelle's here. Yes.
Oh my God.
And you were like, I think girl, you were talking about like Miguel and you're like, oh my God. And you were telling her, I'm like, and we were directly across each other in the table. And I remember being like,
okay,
she's amazing. And I'm a little scared. I was like, oh my God, my Utah's going to show. Oh, and then you started by saying, this mother, I swear to God. Hi, everybody. Hi. You were like, this motherfucker. I'm like, wow, we're going right at it. That's literally, you started a conversation that way. Yeah, so you were like, this motherfucker's tried to steal my purse last night. And I'm like, what?
Oh,
and you,
my God,
said because you always wore heels. Every time I saw you, you were in a pair of Jimmy Choos. Like, didn't matter. And you're like, oh, these are my shitty ones. They were gorgeous. They were red. You're like, these are my shitty ones. These are the ones I'm like, who is? I was like,
how times have changed.
Yeah, I know, right? Now we're like slippers, please. No, you're Jimmy Choos, and you were like, this motherfucker tried to steal my purse. And you're like, I fucking threw my shoes and ran down the street to kick his ass. And I was like,
wow.
Can I have extra grapes? I was just like, I was so scared of you. Yeah.
I was probably still angry.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Came in like a tornado.
You really did.
I was so angry. Should I share that story now?
Do you remember that story? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay.
Because it's only happened one time.
It was just, it's because the way you tell it, you're like, well, Thursday I did this. And but go ahead.
So I was living in Chelsea.
Okay.
At that time. So I'm living on 22nd Street and 8th Avenue in a walk up.
Yeah.
So many interesting things happened in that apartment, by the way. And it was across the street, which is not there anymore, but it's across the street from a welfare hotel. So it was very colorful. It was a very colorful block. Yeah. And the hotel would actually like let out hotel rooms like a normal hotel. So you'd have these poor, 18-year-old kids from France showing up and being like, what is going on? Because there was police activity there like 24/7. So it was not a good situation.
Oh my God. I just got tired.
But my roommate and I would literally sit, because our window was facing this welfare hotel, and we would literally microwave popcorn and sit there and watch.
Come on.
What was going on. It was like a show. It was incredible. So anyway, I'm living in Chelsea at this point, and I guess the night before I meet you guys, I went just right down 8th Avenue into the meatpacking district to go meet a friend for dinner. And so, I don't know, we wrap up dinner back then, 10, 11 at this, I don't know.
Wrap up. I thought we sat down to dinner at 10 or 11. We were
Maybe,
crazy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So it was late, and I'm walking just straight up 8th Avenue. And I think they're still there, but one avenue over, 9th Avenue, are the projects. And Chelsea at that point was not a great neighborhood. It was just starting to be gentrified. They had a lot of methadone clinics, whatever. Anyway, I'm trying to paint the picture.
Wow.
And I mean, I spent a lot of time in Chelsea. I lived there for, I think, over a year. It was fine. I never had any problems. So I'm walking up 8th Avenue, and it's eerily quiet.
Oh, that's the worst in New York City.
It's the worst in New York City
no.
because when you don't feel like there's a ton of people around you, all of a sudden, it's like your senses start picking up everything.
Everything, yeah.
So I'm walking, and a young man is walking towards me, and I can see he's looking at me. He's looking, and I'm holding a clutch. So it's not like a crossbody bag or something safe. Holding a clutch, and I see him look at it, and I walk past him, and I feel him turn around and start following me. And I thought to myself, well, I should cross the street. But no, don't be cool, Michele.
Oh,
be cool.
Did that thing.
I did that thing. I didn't listen to my gut.
You did the woman thing.
I did the woman thing. Like, be cool.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Don't be crazy.
Don't be crazy. And he, like, literally, because I'm holding the clutch, from behind, just slipped it out of my hand.
Son of a motherless goat.
Didn't touch nothing. It was
just
It's the most like non-violent mugging.
Gentle mugging on yeah.
And so I feel the purse leave my hands. I hear the footsteps, him running away, and I turn around, and of course I've got my 4-inch heels on.
Yeah.
But it's important to mention I was training for the marathon at this point.
Oh, my girl.
So I take my shoes off, and I start running after him, and I start screaming, whatever. And this, whatever, I'm not going to talk about what was in the purse, which is why I was like but I had like a cell phone in there, whatever. And I was like, I need to get that stuff back. So I'm running. And it literally, I felt like I was on candid camera. All of a sudden I hear footsteps running up beside me on both sides of me.
Yes, this was the part of the story I loved. Yeah.
2 gentlemen.
Yeah.
One, they're both running faster than I am at this point because I'm barefoot.
Well, you're barefoot with, meth clinics around. Let's leave that for another time.
I was like plucking pebbles out of my feet for days.
Yeah.
And the guy to the right of me, I'm saying he's pulling up beside me, but he's like running up beside me. He's running faster than I am. So he's like running past me. And as he's running past me, he pulls up what's hanging around his neck. It's like a lanyard. And it looks like a shield, basically. And he says, "Ma'am, we saw what happened. We're going after him."
That is such a great New York moment.
And I guess his partner,
they were like,
so I slow down, and I'm like, this has got to be a joke. There has got to be a camera filming me. What is going on? And then I'm walking, and I'm in Chelsea. And so there is a fairly flamboyant gay man walking towards me. And he, like, I could see him down the street. So the young man that mugged me runs past him. And I see him kind of, jump out of the way. Yeah, jump out of the way. And then these 2 guys, they were not cops, by the way, but I thought they were cops. The 2 other gentlemen run by him, and he's like, oh. And then he looks at me, he's like, what's going on? And I said, I was like, that guy just mugged me. And he clutches his pearls. He's like, oh. He's like, no. I was like, yeah. He's like, he looks me up and down and he goes, what kind of purse? And I said,
I'm sorry, that is so New York.
So New York. And I said it was a Gucci purse. And he was like, oh. And he turns around and he starts running. No joke. He starts running. And he's a young man, so he's super fast. I think he caught up to the cops.
Oh my God.
Anyway, the mugger was so freaked out by all of these people.
All the men chasing.
They're all yelling. The 2 guys are yelling at them. I was screaming.
Mm-hmm.
So he the mugger threw my bag into like a base. So in New York, there's trees along the sidewalk and they're usually kind of caged off and they plant ivy around the base of a tree, right? You see that?
Yeah.
He threw it in there. So it was like, you couldn't really see it because it was like in this. So anyway, the two guys were like, and I see them fish it out.
Oh.
And I got my bag back.
Yeah, you did, sister. Yeah, you did. That is like, okay, but that's literally how I met you.
Yeah.
I was like.
The next morning, I meet you.
Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah. And I was still angry because, so I was happy to take my purse and just continue on home. Oh no. So those two gentlemen that were running after me with the quote unquote badge, they were bail bondsmen. So it had this weird kind of like printout card. I knew it was kind of fishy. They were bail bondsmen. And so they called the cops for me. So we're at a payphone. Yeah, they still had them then. They call the cop. They call the Chelsea precinct.
Oh no!
So they were
had
like,
to fill out all of the things.
I had to fill
for
out
hours and hours and hours. Yeah,
I didn't get home until like 4 a.m.
Oh, son of a motherless goat! That's not nice.
So I was pissed.
Okay, that's why you were grumpy, and maybe you actually were late because I'm the late one.
Yeah,
but maybe
I'm sure
you
I was late.
were.
I'm sure I was.
Yeah,
late.
because you were like, this motherfucker. I was like, hi.
Yeah. Oh
hi.
my God.
Hi.
I was so angry. So yeah, so that's how we met.
Yes. Yeah. And then, 25 years of friendship, all the things going on, all the different ways. And I think, one of the things that I'm so excited about to do this is you and I are both entrepreneurs. We both have, online businesses. I'm a coach. You're an influencer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we have, I think there's a wealth of knowledge in what it is to run a business online. So I think we have that in common. But it's so nice to come here.
Yeah.
And just talk about, what I found in my soup the other day? Or something like that. And just to be us, I think it's just going to be so great.
I mean, I think what we decided is that we didn't want to teach anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think because, you're a coach, so you're really plugged into that world.
Mm-hmm.
And, because I'm on YouTube, there's just constantly, how to not be fill in the blank, right? Just this constant, which is great, but this like self-improvement and
constant.
Yeah. And like, how do we better ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
How do we fix this? How do we change that? I, for one, am exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted by all the information. I'm exhausted by all the conflicting information.
So sick of it. Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
And so I want to be clear. We will not be teaching you a damn thing.
Do not try this at home. Whatever it is, just don't do it. Yeah. No, we know there's a hole in a lot of what's out there is content, right? It's like, I'm the best. I know all these things. It's like, how about you just turn us on while you're doing the dishes and we're here with you?
Yeah.
And how about you realize we're going through the exact same things you are?
Yeah.
Just because we're alive.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Or we're wildly different from you. And you're just hearing about someone else's experience. About getting mugged in New York.
Never happened to me. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. And so I think when we talk about friendship, overall friendship for you, and you say, I mean, I definitely value the five of us. I value each one of us have our, like each of us together, we go to each other for different things. I think I know what I value in this. What is it that's most valuable to you inside of our friendships? What do you think is...
Friendships with an S?
Yeah.
Or just us?
Well,
friendships with an S?
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, for me personally, I'm not that close with my immediate family.
Preach on that. Yeah.
And I have, actually, this is something we have in common. I actually have a very large extended family. My mom is one of 8. My dad is one of 5. There's a lot of first cousins, a lot of aunts and uncles, multiple marriages,
Yeah.
And so I have a very large immediate family, but we don't see each other that often. That, we all have busy lives. We're just not that close, And so whenever I've seeked out friends, or I feel like the people that I've stuck around, they've always been my family. And I know people talk about chosen family or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's not only like, the people I like to spend time with, but I feel like that's what I've always sought is family. So I need to have that sort of almost like an unconditional love and support. That's sort of what I look for, what I need in my life. Um, yeah, and that's what I get from my friends. You guys, obviously, and I have some other like friend groups or whatever. That tends to be the common thread because none of us are perfect.
Ain't that the truth?
And, I feel like from how long we've known each other, the evolution, it's like I need someone who's going to be there when I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
When I'm not doing the right things, when I'm making really horrible mistakes, I need someone that's going to gently be like, that may not be so good, Michele. I don't need someone to judge me. I don't need someone. So it's like that. That's what I've always looked for. And that's what I value so much, especially with the five of us.
Yeah.
Which again, I'm bringing it back to poor Amy Brown, her YouTube video.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not friendship.
No.
That's not any kind of relationship you want to have.
No.
And just to be clear, Amy Brown did come to that conclusion. She has said goodbye to these people, thankfully. But yeah, I mean, just, yeah. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I think for me, because one of the reasons I feel like it's constant. I constantly talk about societal views of women and the patriarchy is because of how I was raised, right? I mean, it literally was, you listen to the brethren. I mean, that was a phrase I heard growing up, is that you obey your husband. What? Anyway, so for me to find a group of women who grew beyond what Amy Brown experienced, right? That we all, through our own very different avenues, right, have come to this understanding that we're here to actually support each other, that there isn't that judgment. We can show up looking like that. You know what I mean? Like we can show up in our sweatpants looking like we just got ran over by a truck and everyone's like, oh my God, you look so nice. Yeah. Did you do something different with your eyes? They look different. But I think for me, it's that because also, in the culture I was raised, Mormonism, and I think people are seeing this with reality TV shows and things like that are out now, but just the massive pressure to all look the same and to all look perfect all the time.
I can't. What a nightmare.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It was really awful. And it took a lot for me as a human to just work through that and be with other people without having to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so to find my posse, right, that's like that as well, that took something. I was really grateful for that.
Yeah. And something you just said prompted this too. It's the appreciation for our differences. And I think that's so important in any relationship, that you have to embrace those differences and like really, really appreciate them. And I think, growing up very different, looking different, being Chinese in a very predominantly white New Jersey, where I grew up, being around people that can appreciate my differences and ask me about my upbringing and not want to mold me into some way or show me the correct way, that to me is like a form of love. It's like the appreciating who I am. So that's so important, I think.
I do too. Yeah. I do too. And I think I always want to make sure for us that we don't take that for granted either.
Yeah.
Because I do get reminded the Amy Brown videos of the world, right? Yeah. Or anytime like we try to do once or twice a year, we all get together somewhere in the States.
Yeah.
And every time I tell people where I'm going, anything from, my own clients to just people I know, they're like, wait, you have wait, what? That is so cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, how do we expand this then? There needs to be more of this going on, I think, in the world because it's just so valuable.
Yeah. Judgment-free
support.
Support, yeah.
Yeah. And absolute love. And laughing until we pee sometimes. Just don't tell anybody that part. But no, I mean, oh my God, do we laugh? Oh,
it happens, God, okay? Especially when you're in your 50s.
Oh, it happened in our 20s too. I mean, there's anyway. But that kind of laughter and how healthy that is and that we have each other to do that. But and I think I will say personally, just There's so much I've learned about myself just recently. I mean, I don't think you go through divorces and not learn about yourself, but also, leaving Mormonism, going to New York, all the things, right? That anybody could go through. I'm not special or anything, but those moments where you really are just like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I've had moments just recently where I literally feel like I'm screaming to the universe, what? Like, what do you want from me? What do you want me to look like? What?
Yeah.
And to be able to like throw that into a polo with friends and know that it's going to actually be thought about.
Yeah.
And like, well, you do. Yeah. And I just was reminded on the way here. Here we are recording our first podcast episode together. And we're in the car and you look at me and say, you're so sweet. You're like so kind. The girl who throws off her shoes to beat the shit out of muggers, right? So sweet. Was like, so do you think maybe you like kind of want to please people?
Like, are you a people pleaser, Sarah?
I almost fell out of the car on the highway. I'm like, does a bear shit in the woods? Yes, I'm a people pleaser. Like, what?
Well, you were sharing the dream you had last night.
Oh, I forgot why that even came up. Yeah, go ahead.
Which you framed as a sort of like anxiety, nervous dream.
Which is hilarious to me.
But I'm like, no, it was more of like a people pleaser. You're a people pleaser kind of dream. Like you wanted to make sure that you were like, I guess, pleasing me. I don't know. Or making sure like I was okay with everything. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I know. But it's that kind of stuff that just even after 25 years, you can make me laugh that hard. I'm like, Michele, hi. Hi, I'm Sarah. Hi. Am I a people pleaser? Like, yeah, I think so. But I love that about us.
Yeah, I know. We're still learning stuff about each other.
Yeah.
Every day. Or it's like, I just need to, it needs to be framed. Because you've talked about it. I mean, it's like, I know you're a people player, but we've never said those words. I mean, I think you've talked about how you have a problem being able to receive. You are always there for other people. And I've always kind of framed that as like, you've always felt like you needed to be needed.
Yes.
Yeah. But I've never really, and so I feel like the flip side of that is people pleasing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, so I've never framed it that way. I guess I'm slow, okay? I needed to frame it.
I don't think I've ever framed myself as a people pleaser either. I'll always say I'm adaptable. This is after 155 years of therapy. But yes, I'm adaptable. And you put me in a situation, I will adapt to it and make sure everyone's okay. Yeah. But in doing so, I have no needs.
Yeah.
I have no needs. Yeah. And so people pleasing would definitely fall in that category.
Yeah. We're going to work on that.
Okay, sure. I'm game. All right. So as we are inviting people into our conversations, we're talking shit and laughing. What are you most excited about? Some of the topics we know we're going to be bringing into this podcast episode. Not this episode, overtime.
Yeah.
But what are you the most excited about talking about?
Topic-wise?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I think... You know what I'm most excited for, and this is a non-answer answer, is I'm excited to hear like what pops off, basically, because I think we have high level, top level kind of topics. And then, we've talked about, okay, like, because I really want to talk about, such and such. But I'm really interested to hear where these conversations lead.
God, me too.
That's what I'm most excited for. Because it's always, when we get on Polo and we talk the five, blah, blah, blah. Great. But it's usually like very topic driven, or it's like a rundown of our day or what we either did or are going to do. But it's when we're in person, when the five of us get together, that the conversations get really good.
They do.
They get so much better because we're just like bouncing off of one another. So that's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
I'm expecting here.
Yeah.
And hopefully one day one of them will join us.
Oh my God.
On this podcast. I think
I just felt one of them, I know, would just drop their phone and ran away. But yeah. They're like, no! They're like, those two jerks who are always on video and on podcasts. Damn them. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I would love that. I think anybody would want to, not anybody. There'd be a lot of people who'd want to be a fly on the wall when we have those conversations. Hence why we're here. Yeah. I'm excited about that too. What I love about us is we can go from being like so ridiculous, like stupid. I mean, the world is providing a lot of entertainment at the moment of massive stupidity. But like we can go from something silly and superfluous to something more deep, like,
Sure.
God knows what, right?
Yeah.
Any of those topics. And I love that we can bounce around like that. And I think people do need to talk shit and laugh right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like
Stuff's
I said,
heavy.
I'm just...
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Who was it? There is a movie. I can see the scene. I'm exhausted. Oh, it's
The Morning Show.
The Morning Show.
Oh my
it's
God.
Reese Witherspoon, right? And I'm freaking exhausted.
I have that GIF somewhere.
Oh, it's the best, isn't it?
Oh my God. I just replay it sometimes.
Oh.
And I'm like, girl, just say it.
Just say it. Just say it. It's all the
Say it
truth.
out loud.
It's all the truth. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm excited I think some of the hot topics we have coming up, I think everything from our careers, what we've learned about that. I think I'm going to just say one of my favorite phrases. It's terrible, but fuck me running. We are going to be talking about food, dieting, the fitness industry. And since we both love to exercise, stick a fork in my eye on all the information on that. Oh my God, I'm exhausted. Like, shut up.
We should have called this exhausted.
But then we thought you might not want to listen. I think I'm already exhausted. I don't want more exhaustion. So we've got that. And then I think too, the idea of family, I think is going to be interesting. We're talking about families and that role that plays in our friendships.
Relationships in general.
Yeah.
And other stupid shit.
Other stuff. Yeah. You never know what we're going to talk about. We don't know what we're going to talk about because we'll start with one thing.
Yeah.
And you don't know. You don't know what we're going to do about that. Just hang on to your hats and glasses because you don't know.
Oh my God. You're saying, Stu, that's also like so American. Like all... What do you say when you're going to go take a shower?
I'm going to shake a tower. I know.
I'm like...
It's true. You're like, why, Walton? Why? What is wrong with you? It actually comes from my father, who's British, by the way.
Okay. Well,
so, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a lot of whiteness. Okay.
Oh, well, okay. Whiteness is fair. You can't get, I have vitiligo and you can't tell that's how white I am. I mean, it's like gross. It's like pure pancake batter. Like there's nothing else in here.
I think in the online beauty community, it's called uncooked chicken.
Shut the front door. I'm called uncooked chicken.
Yeah.
I like pancake batter better.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's less gross. I don't like chicken. Okay.
Gross. All right. Okay, fine. Great. All right. Well, I love you, boo.
I love you too.
And over the next little bit, before we wrap up, what's on your mind most over the next couple of weeks? What are you actually thinking about and exploring for you as we wrap this up?
I am, and we talked about this a little bit, but I am gonna focus on, I don't even know how to phrase this, but quick story. I did a floral arranging class with a store here on the Strip. And I don't know, it took maybe 5-10 minutes. It wasn't an actual honest to goodness floral arranging class. It was just sort of a little treat. And it made me so happy to be working with my hands and to be thinking about something visual and creative. And it's something I used to do a lot. We can talk about that more with my career when we talk about our careers. But I really want to focus on how I can fill that part of me, that particular bucket in my life. Because, when I started doing YouTube, it is all consuming.
Yeah, it is.
All consuming. And not even mentally is it all consuming. It's just a time suck. I have no time. No time. And if I actually sometimes am thankful when I get sick because I have to just lay there.
Oh, Michele.
I remember getting excited when I got COVID. I was so excited.
Well, all of us moms felt that way, but for a very different reason. But yes, yeah.
I like grabbed my blanket. I went to the spare room and I was like, I'll see you in 5 days. I was so excited. So I'm excited to explore that, and focus a little bit on that. And the summertime is just kind of slow for content creators. So going to take my foot off the gas a little bit in terms of that, and really, and focus on those things that really, I don't want to say bring me joy, because that seems so heightened and temporary, but just something that is something that I just need. I feel like I need,
Yeah.
So doing that. What about you?
No, I love that for you. Yeah. And God knows you've earned a little bit of a break, a little bit of a gas release on there, lady. Jeez, you're amazing. For me, it is really this new theme in my life of just recognizing how much I don't allow others to give to me. I think it's like, I'm like, freak, I just turned 50. Are you freaking kidding me? And personal development is like my jam. And this is just hitting. I'm like, you gotta be, Yeah. So I think for me, it's really noticing small things, no joke. Like you were saying, using your hands, like those moments. For me, learning to receive and allowing people to contribute to me, this is so foreign to me. Which sounds ridiculous, but it is. And small things from when someone will let me go first in a car, like when you're a stop sign and they let me go, I would always be like, no, go ahead. And now I'm like, thank you. Like small stuff like that. Like that's a big deal for me. God, I feel like I'm 5.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah.
No, that's a big deal for me. Or like, I forget, I think you got me something this morning and normally I would have been like, no. And I was like, no, let her get it for you, dumbass. And I'm like, right, yes, this is my thing.
Yeah.
And then all the way to, Pedro Pascal can contribute to me too. Anytime would be great for me.
Me too.
Yeah, right? Pedro, call me. Okay. What is wrong with you? It's going to be some fun bloopers later. But anyway, Pedro Pascal can call me anytime. But that's my width of allowing from traffic to, watching The Last of Us on repeat, like he's in the room with me. That would be great.
It is those little things though.
It is over time.
It is those little things. And I think it's just so insightful of you to like recognize that in yourself. I don't think people take the time. It's very uncomfortable, I should say, for I think most people to just sit there and be like, what do I need to change about myself? And you do it. That's one of the things I love about you.
Oh, thanks.
You do it on the daily. You are constantly trying to improve yourself and not, that sounds so narcissistic. I don't mean it like that, but just like bettering. How can I be a better mom, a better friend? Like all these things. Like how can I show up better? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a real gift for that.
Oh, you're nice. Yeah. I don't know if it's a gift so much as the universe has slapped me upside the head so many times. I'm like, all right, I got it. My bad. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to get slapped anymore. There's that part of it too. If I'm just going to be totally honest, I do believe in that. I just think all the work I've done in my career is that I do think there's something to that. I think we keep getting handed the same pile of shit until we decide we're not going to get that handed to us anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's important, right? It's like, I don't want to be one of those people. You're really good at this too. Like you never feel sorry for yourself. You don't whine and complain. And I don't want to be somebody who's like, why does this keep happening to me?
Yeah.
Because you can feel that way. That's a real feeling. I don't mean to like poo-poo that when that happens. That's real. But I don't want to be somebody who's like that broken record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, my dear. Well, I love you to pieces. I'm so glad we're doing this.
I love you too. Me too. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Right. We'll talk to you guys in the next episode.
All right.
Bye.
See you later.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of Talk Shit and Laugh. If you absolutely loved what we did here, do us a favor. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or hit that plus follow button if you're listening on your favorite place to listen to podcasts. We so appreciate your ratings, and it helps other people who love to talk shit and laugh find us as well. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next episode.